somebody who is a lot better looking than me. His name is Kendall Glover. Stick around. That is Los Lobos here at the new Rue 102, 102.3. Yeah, we got an app for that. An app is, go to the App Store and look for ROUX Rue 102. Rue 102. Download us, and then you can take us anywhere on your smartphone, on your tablet, on your dashboard, and that way you'll stay informed. Live and local radio, live streaming. Matter of fact, in the studio, we have Kendall Glover of the Kappa Sigma fraternity at Louisiana Tech. Kendall, good morning, my friend. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing great as well. You got a pretty ambitious goal ahead of you. We're going to talk about what you're trying to do, raise $30,000 by August 31st for a most worthy cause. We're talking about the SEAL Legacy Foundation to create awareness and help for the fallen and wounded United States Navy SEALs. Before we go there, first of all, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I graduated from Ruston High, where I was born and raised here in Ruston. Then I also went to basic training for the Louisiana Army National Guard, and about following 2 months of graduating basic training, I deployed overseas to Kuwait and Saudi Arabia, and then came home and started my college career again, where then I rushed in the fall, and I fell in love with Kappa Sigma because their national philanthropy was military heroes, and they actually had a guy in uniform talking, and so it kind of touched my heart, made me go Kappa Sig, and that's where I am today. Well,
brag a little bit more on Kappa Sig, because I know that you have been involved, or the fraternity's been involved with DART as well. So, take the opportunity to say, this is who we are, this is what we do, this is why we do what we do.
So our local philanthropy is DART, so we like to help them out any way we can, help those women and everybody in need. Sometimes, actually every year we'll meet at Super One and collect donations and call out on the radio, as well as if they ever need help moving furniture, we'll be right around the corner to help them move. They stay in contact with us. We text them all the time and check in on them. And then as far as the national philanthropy for all the chapters of Kappa Sigma is military heroes. So we'll do anything, whether it be cooking or collecting donations for them, or just trying to help out families in any way we can.
Now, you say anything military, but this one is more specific, the SEALs, Navy SEAL Legacy Foundation. When did this cross your awareness path?
So other chapters of Kappa Sigma around the state and around the country have had these Navy SEAL jumps before, and our district grand president, I used to be the vice president for Kappa Sigma, so our district president would actually reach out all the time, and he put it on our plate several times that we need to do this Navy SEAL jump, that it's a big thing, that we can get a lot of points for it being in Kappa Sigma, but it also helps out the community a great deal. Looks good for the school, looks good on us, like I said, it helps out these families more importantly. And then so we had elections again, and I ran for the philanthropy chairman so I could be more involved in the community and help out the community and kind of create a better image for Kappa Sigma itself. I took this Navy SEAL jump seriously, and I asked him, I said, hey, how can we get in contact? He said, well, look, just see if the school will approve it first. Mm-hmm. And so I went and met with the athletics department. We had a little meeting set up one day, and from there, they were like, cool, let's do this. We'd like to make this happen every year. And so with the short time we had, I think about a month and a half to get this really set up and sponsors in to get this jump paid for, I met with the SEAL Legacy Foundation. I had a contact over there that graduated from McNeese, and he's a Kappa Sig from McNeese. Now he works with the SEAL Legacy Foundation. And I got in contact with him, and he helped me set this up. Just kind of was the middleman between them and the school for a little while. Got all the approving documents, and then we started working on sponsors. The SEAL Legacy Foundation built the website for us, and then moving from there, we started working on sponsors, which Mathis Construction, thank y'all. Mm-hmm. Y'all became our title sponsor. That covered the big chunk of that jump cost. And from there, this jump's happening at Joe Allett Stadium versus Nicholls State, just a couple minutes before kickoff.
Have you ever jumped out of a plane?
I have not jumped out of a plane. I have rappelled.
Are you going to do the jump?
No, sir.
You're not the jumper, huh?
No, sir. No, I've only rappelled out of a helicopter. Can't say I've jumped.
How high off the ground was the helicopter? I've done some rappelling, but that goes back decades, long before your parents were born. How high did you rappel?
That was about 120 feet when I went to air assault school.
Wow. All right, so we're talking with Kendall Glover, and he is with the Kappa Sigma chapter of Louisiana Tech University, and they're partnered up with the SEAL Legacy Foundation, and they're trying to raise $30,000 because to fund the jump. But it's more important. You're going to cover costs, but you want to have money that will cover the families of the fallen and wounded SEALs, right?
Yes, sir.
How does one go about making a contribution?
Well, the cost of the jump's $8,000, so anything after that is going to go straight to them, and those donations can be made at the game. We'll have guys around the game with buckets to collect checks and cash, as well as we'll post our Venmo payment and all forms of online payment, as well as the website will be connected to y'all's Facebook page, I believe.
Right.
So that you can hit that link and it'll take you to the website, and you can push the donate button and it'll ask you some questions. Your name will go on the website. It'll say thank you. You can make, any dollar at this point helps, and it really makes a difference.
Well, being in the military yourself, do you know much about the Navy SEALs? We hear about them in the news. I've read the book Lone Survivor myself. I'm also putting up there in memory of the fallen brothers on that infamous fateful day. I don't know how many SEALs were killed in that Chinook. Do you know?
No, sir.
They're up there right now. But tell us what you know about the SEALs.
Well, I know that the SEALs and any other form of special operations, they're actually out there doing the combat, doing the legwork in front of the war of everybody else. They are the front line. They are the actual front line. So, with that being said, they tend to get hurt a lot more.
Right.
Whether that be physically or emotionally or mentally. You have some things that can happen when you're in a war zone that just kind of change you.
Sure. All right, so Kendall Glover, man, this thing is a quick turnaround time from when the idea came. When did you become the philanthropy chair?
So we held our elections in the spring quarter.
Okay.
So that was around March.
Right.
That we held our elections. Before then, like I said, I was the vice president. So I've only been the philanthropy chairman from March until now. March until now,
where date of this recording is August 13th. And if I heard you correctly, the idea came to you when you placed the first phone call to the SEAL Legacy Foundation, less than 6 weeks ago?
Yes, sir.
So you're you're on an accelerated path, man. Who taught you, or how did you know to hit the right buttons, to call the right people to make this happen? Because you're doing a good job.
Honestly, I've just been kind of going at it with faith at this point, just hoping that it works and hoping everything works out for the best, so we can raise money for these guys in need, these women in need.
Mm-hmm. Well, job well done, man. And sometimes a wing and a prayer does get you there. And so I got a picture of Joe IA Stadium with a full house, and that's going to be this 31st of August, man. We're getting close to opening kickoff, and what will happen? A Navy SEAL, or will there be multiples jumping out? Just a singular coming down?
So there'll be two jumpers.
Two jumpers.
And then one will be with the Tech flag tethered to him, and another will be with the Kappa Sig flag tethered to him.
Do they have the football? Are they going to land at the 50-yard line? Do you know?
They should have the football and deliver the game ball.
Awesome. Well, Kendall, job well done. Anything else I can say to help you to make this thing happen for a great cause?
All I can say is if we could get 10,000 people just to donate $1, that makes a huge difference.
Many hands make light work, so if all will get involved, we can make this happen. So Kendall Glover, Philanthropy Chairman, Kappa Sig Chapter of Louisiana Tech. We'll see you on the 31st of August. We'll see you also for the DART Radiothon and any other things that you're going to have going on in the community. We appreciate all that you do.
Thank you.
You're welcome. There he is. That's Kendall Glover here at the new Rue 102 as we continue with the music of Kyrie eleison. That's a little Latin. It is 8:41. There you go. So job well done. We will kill the stream now and smile. There you go.